Welcome to Stoic Wisdom, where we explore the timeless power of Stoicism to live a meaningful, serene, and unforgettable life. Have you ever wondered what makes someone truly stand out, etching themselves into others' minds long after they're gone? It's not about flashy displays or outward glamour, but how they live, with wisdom, self-mastery, and an inner energy that's irresistibly magnetic. In today's video, we'll dive into 10 Stoic skills that will make you an unforgettable person. Are you ready to transform how others see you, and more importantly, how you see yourself? Picture this. You walk into a room saying little, yet all eyes turn to you. Not because you're seeking attention, but because your presence radiates calm confidence and genuine authenticity. That's the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy that guided history's greatest minds, from Marcus Aurelius, the mighty Roman emperor, to Epictetus, the former slave who rose above adversity to become a legendary thinker. They didn't just exist, they left an indelible mark on those around them. And guess what? You can do the same. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe Stoicism isn't just ancient lessons. It's a compass for thriving in today's chaotic world. In modern America, amid the noise and distractions where everyone chases fame and validation, Stoicism teaches us to reclaim inner peace, master our emotions, and live aligned with our values. Today, we'll unpack 10 core skills, from cultivating patience and letting go of the uncontrollable, to forging an unbreakable mindset. These won't just make you stand out, they'll make your absence feel like an irreplaceable void. So what truly makes you memorable? Is it how you face challenges, or how you stay true amid life's storms? Stick with Stoic Wisdom to find out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more life-changing journeys. Are you ready to become your best self? Let's dive in. Skill 1. Calm in the chaos. Imagine you're in a heated meeting room where everything's spiraling out of control. Colleagues argue fiercely, voices rise, emotions erupt like an unstoppable blaze. Tension builds, and all eyes turn to you, expecting a sharp retort, a table slam, or even a silent retreat. But you do something entirely different. You take a deep breath, keep your voice steady, your gaze serene, and respond with clarity, precision, and zero aggression. In that moment, you don't just manage the situation, you make everyone remember you, not for the noise, but for your powerful stillness. Stoicism teaches that calm isn't weakness or passivity. It's an inner strength, a deliberate choice to control your reactions when others get swept into emotional whirlwinds. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your anger if you choose to control it." This isn't just a reminder, it's a call to action. When you stay calm amid chaos, you don't just change how others perceive you, you transform how you see yourself. Consider a real-world example. Suppose you're a manager at a startup. A key project hits a snag. Clients are furious, your team panics, and deadlines loom. Instead of getting caught in the stress, you pause, assess objectively, and outline a clear plan. While everyone else unravels, you become the lighthouse, a steady anchor they can rely on. Your calm doesn't just solve the problem, it leaves a lasting impression. You're reliable, mature, and capable of leading through the toughest times. So, how do you build this calm? Stoics advocate amor fati, loving your fate, accepting what's beyond control, and focusing on what you can influence, like your reactions and attitude. A simple exercise is the intentional pause. When emotions surge, stop, breathe deeply for 10 seconds and ask, what if I respond calmly? How would that change the outcome? This not only curbs impulses, but opens a fresh perspective, revealing the power of self-mastery. Ask yourself, when was the last time you lost your cool? What triggered it? If you'd chosen calm instead, could things have turned out better? Try. The intentional pause this week and journal your insights. Skill 2. Decide with reason, not emotion. Life throws tough choices at us. A pivotal career move, a heated family argument, or a high-stakes work dilemma. In those moments, emotions often overpower logic. You might feel compelled to act impulsively, to ease tension, prove a point, or just feel right. But Stoicism reminds us the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. As Marcus Aurelius put it, a reason-based decision not only solves problems effectively, but makes you unforgettable, someone who stands firm in emotional storms and chooses wisely. Envision yourself as an investor eyeing a business opportunity. Markets fluctuate, colleagues, pressure for quick action, and fear of missing out creeps in. Instead of rushing, you apply stoic thinking, pause, question what you truly know, weigh risks and benefits objectively, and act only with a clear picture. The result? A smarter choice, plus admiration from others for your steady reason under pressure. Another real-life scenario, a personal argument with your partner. Emotions run high, and it's tempting to say hurtful things to win. But with Stoic Wisdom, you pause and ask, what's my real goal here? To dominate or to build a stronger bond? Choosing reason over emotion resolves conflicts effectively and leaves an impression of maturity, empathy, and reliability. How to hone reason-driven decisions. A potent Stoic tool is the view from above. Facing a big choice, imagine zooming out, like standing on a mountain, surveying your life's full landscape. This contextualizes the issue, dims immediate emotions, and highlights what's truly vital. Another practice, before deciding, jot down 3 questions. What's in my control? How will this impact my future? Which option aligns with my values? These guide your thinking toward wiser choices. Take a moment to reflect. This week, is there a decision you're making on emotion alone? Applying the Stoic view from above, could you choose differently? Try writing those 3 questions and answering them before acting. Skill 3, resilience, turning obstacles into paths. Life is never a straight line. We've all faced setbacks, job loss, broken relationships, or plans crumbling at the last minute. Most people dwell in pain, self-blame, or finger-pointing. But Stoicism offers a different lens. The obstacle is the way, as Marcus Aurelius declared. Instead of letting failure define you, use it to grow, learn, and strengthen. This resilience makes you unforgettable. Think of a true story. A startup entrepreneur pours years into a company, only to watch it collapse from a bad call. Rather than quit, they apply Stoic analysis, dissect the failure, extract lessons, and restart with a new venture. They not only rebuild their career, but inspire others with unyielding grit. Such people are remembered not just for success, but for how they handle defeat. In personal life, resilience shines too. Recall a major loss, a relationship ending or opportunity slipping away. Instead of wallowing in self-doubt, face the pain, draw lessons, and move forward. This not only helps you overcome, but earns admiration. Others remember you as unbreakable, turning adversity into strength. How to cultivate resilience. A key Stoic technique is premeditatio malorum, premeditating evils. Spend a few minutes daily imagining potential challenges and asking, if this happens, how will I respond? This isn't pessimism, it's mental preparation for inevitable hurdles. Also, practice gratitude, even in tough times. Each night, note 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This fosters positivity and inner fortitude for any trial. Reflect. When was your last big setback? How did you react? Viewing failure as a path through Stoic eyes, how might you approach it differently? This week, try premeditatio malorum and note how it shifts your mindset. Skill 4. Full presence. Ever wonder what makes someone truly special in a world full of distractions? It's full presence, mindful presence, a seemingly simple skill with the power to transform how you connect. At Stoic Wisdom, we see it as the greatest gift you can give, making others feel seen and heard, leaving an unforgettable mark. Imagine chatting with a close friend at a coffee shop. Instead of scrolling your phone or letting your mind wander, you lock eyes, nod empathetically, and listen without interrupting. This isn't mere politeness, it's a bold statement of respect. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "When you wake in the morning, remember to live, to love, to think. That's a privilege." This reminds us each moment is precious, and true presence honors that. The result, your companion feels your sincerity, cherishing that valued feeling forever. For clarity, consider a real-world work scenario in fast-paced America. As a manager in a team meeting, you silence notifications and focus solely on colleagues' ideas. This deepens understanding and encourages openness. Harvard Business Review research shows full presence boosts team trust by up to 20% and enhances performance. At Stoic Wisdom, we urge applying it in small moments. Ditch the phone during family dinners or colleague chats. This draws people to you, sensing your genuine care. But how to build this in a tech-tempted world? Start with an open question. How much time do you truly spend present with yourself and others daily? Stoicism warns, distraction erodes wisdom. Try short morning meditations, 5–10 minutes, focusing on breath to sharpen attention, or practice active listening. Paraphrase what others say to confirm understanding. For example, if a friend shares a rough day, say, "I hear you're feeling overwhelmed today, right?" This strengthens bonds and makes them feel understood. In America, where 61% of adults report loneliness per Cigna studies, your presence can heal. A California high school teacher started classes with 5 minutes of phone-free personal chats with students. Just listening. Results? Better grades and lasting memories of her care. You can do the same. Gentle call to action. Today, pick one conversation and commit to full presence. No distractions, total focus. You'll discover the profound power of deep connection. Skill 5, emotional regulation. Ever wonder why some people face pressure or conflict with admirable calm, making them unforgettable? It's emotional regulation, consciously managing and expressing feelings. At Stoic Wisdom, we view this as the bedrock of personal growth, helping you conquer challenges and inspire others, becoming someone they aspire to emulate. Epictetus, a leading Stoic, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." This rings true in modern society, where work stress, personal clashes, and social media trigger knee-jerk reactions. Imagine a tense meeting where your idea gets harshly critiqued. Instead of anger or defensiveness, you breathe deeply, label your emotions, and respond calmly, solution-focused. This resolves issues and earns respect as mature and dependable. They remember you for refined control, not explosions. For insight, look to history and today. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire amid pressures, journaled nightly to reflect on emotions, preventing anger or fear from ruling decisions. In modern times, Oprah Winfrey overcame traumas and demands through emotional intelligence, sharing that pausing to breathe and think before reacting built her media empire. The American Psychological Association notes strong regulators build 30% stronger relationships, fostering safety and trust. At Stoic Wisdom, we stress regulation isn't suppression, it's timely, appropriate expression. Start by naming emotions. When angry, ask, is this worth reacting now, or what does this achieve? An effective technique, pause and breathe. Inhale for 4, hold 4, exhale 4. This restores clarity. For instance, facing a critical boss email, wait 10 minutes, jot feelings, then craft a professional reply. In American workplaces valuing professionalism, this positions you as a leader. A New York salesperson dealt with a tough client. Instead of arguing, he listened, acknowledged frustration, and offered solutions. The client returned and referred others. Do emotions drive you, or do you drive them? Action reminder. This week, journal emotions nightly. Note a handled situation and improvements. This builds emotional intelligence, making you memorable. Skill 6. Self-discipline. What turns someone into an unforgettable icon? Not innate talent or luck, but persistence in doing what's needed, even without motivation. Self-discipline, the Stoic core, is key at Stoic Wisdom, transforming the ordinary into the admired and emulated. Stoics don't wait for motivation, they act on principles. Marcus Aurelius exemplified this. As emperor with ultimate power, he nightly journaled for self-accountability, resisting temptations and pressures. This teaches discipline isn't restriction, it's freedom from inner weaknesses. Imagine committing to daily workouts. Tired after work, you still hit the gym. Initially tough, but over time, friends and colleagues notice, this person's unshakable. That consistency builds credibility and makes you a role model. Real-world proof. Tennis legend Serena Williams maintained rigorous training despite injuries or losses, earning titles and inspiring millions through perseverance. Stanford research shows discipline predicts success better than IQ, fostering lasting habits. In competitive American work culture, it sets you apart, earning trust for big responsibilities. At Stoic Wisdom, start small. Schedule daily routines, like 15 minutes of Stoic reading mornings or 3 gratitudes evenings. A top technique, eat the frog. Tackle the hardest task first. For learning programming, dedicate 30 morning minutes pre-distractions. This boosts productivity and motivates others. Inspiring story. A young Silicon Valley entrepreneur failed their first startup, but disciplined daily learning. Their second became a tech unicorn, remembered for resilience. Are you waiting for inspiration to act, or acting to create it? Action. Reminder. Pick a new discipline today, like early rising or ditching social media for an hour daily, and track progress weekly. You'll grow stronger, and others will see the difference. Skill 7. Humble yet strong. Ever wonder why some leave lasting impressions, not through boasting, but quiet humility paired with resolve? That's the power of humble strength, a Stoic essential. At Stoic Wisdom, we believe this skill makes you unforgettable, forging a solid character that naturally draws others. Let's explore applying this unique blend daily. Imagine a team meeting where one colleague interrupts constantly, bragging achievements to dominate. Another listens, occasionally admitting gaps in knowledge, but shares ideas clearly, logically, and steadfastly. Post-meeting, who sticks in your mind? The latter, they don't flaunt to shine. Humility makes them approachable, strength reliable. Seneca wrote, "The wise do not consider themselves perfect." This reminds admitting flaws doesn't diminish you. It opens doors to learning and growth. In American culture, encouraging self-expression, humble strength stands out. Consider Abraham Lincoln. Humble, he listened to advisors, publicly owning mistakes, yet decisive in the Civil War, upholding freedom and justice. He became an enduring icon. At Stoic Wisdom, this skill builds lasting trust and respect. To cultivate it, daily remind, I don't know everything. Facing criticism, pause, listen, assess improvements, define core principles, honesty, fairness, perseverance, and stand firm against pressures. This week, try, in conversation, admit uncertainty on a point, then clearly state a believed value. E.g., I'm not fully versed here, but I believe honesty is paramount. Counterpoint, could humility seem weak? In competitive America valuing confidence, you might worry it undervalues you. Stoicism says no. True humility pairs with strength. Solo humility risks crowd following. Solo strength risks arrogance. Balance is key. In social media eras of showmanship, this stoic skill shines authentically. Ask, in relationships, is your humility genuine or performative? Through reflection and practice, you'll master emotions and become profoundly memorable. Skill 8. Prioritize values over impressions. In an image-driven world, what truly makes someone unforgettable? Not likes or fleeting praise, but the values you live by. This stoic skill, prioritizing values over impressions, builds enduring character, making you memorable for authenticity and integrity. At Stoic Wisdom, it not only masters emotions, but shapes your legacy. Look at modern American society. Platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, or X overflow with curated images, luxury vacations, career wins, perfect moments. But when the shine fades, Epictetus taught, don't try to seem like a philosopher, become one. True worth isn't others' views, but how you live unseen. Living by values, honesty, kindness, perseverance leaves deeper impacts than any facade. A real story. Warren Buffett, a top investor, lives simply despite vast wealth, prioritizing patience, honesty, long-term thinking. He's remembered for wisdom, not flash. Conversely, surface-focused influencers fade with trends. At Stoic Wisdom, this skill focuses on controllables, your actions and choices. Apply by daily asking, what value am I choosing today? At work, report a mistake instead of hiding for image. In relationships, help without seeking credit. This week, do a good deed, aid a colleague or friend, sons social shares. You'll gain inner peace, and others, your sincerity. Counterpoint. In success, measured by reputation America, does valuing hinder? Stoicism says long-term, it yields sustainable gains. Integrity builds irreplaceable trust. Leaders like Microsoft's Satya Nadella are revered for integrity and employee treatment. This fits American self-growth, blending personal success with community values. Ask, are you living for impressions or building values? Prioritizing values makes you unforgettable and inspirational. Skill 9, inner reflection. Ever wonder what makes some grow wiser while others stagnate? It's inner reflection, a core Stoic skill for endless progress and indelible impact. At Stoic Wisdom, it boosts self-development, masters emotions, and turns you into a mature, memorable figure. Marcus Aurelius penned Meditations as personal reflections on actions and thoughts, not for show, but self-improvement. Over 2,000 years later, its sincerity inspires. Reflection isn't solitary. It radiates through visible growth others witness. Imagine a friend or colleague. Initially reactive to criticism, they evolve calmer, better listeners, wiser deciders. Unseen, they nightly ask, what did I do well today? Where did I err? Their change makes them unforgettable. At Stoic Wisdom, this suits fast-paced American life, countering stress-induced emotional loss. Practice nightly. Note 3 successes and 1 improvement. Use open questions for critical thinking. Did my reactions align with Stoic values? Or how could I do better here? Start tonight. 5-10 minutes journaling. You'll accelerate growth, becoming ever-evolving. Counterpoint. Could reflection become self-deception without honesty? Stoicism demands objective sincerity. Mere consolation or excuses stall progress. In applied philosophy, it turns knowledge to action, creating distinction. In learning-focused America, reflection sets you apart as continually refining. Ask, are you honest reviewing today? Applying this, you'll grow and leave profound impressions. Skill 10, spreading serenity. Ever notice some people enter a room and instantly lighten the atmosphere? They say little, do nothing grand, but their presence brings peace. That's the pinnacle Stoic skill, spreading serenity. At Stoic Wisdom, it masters emotions and makes you a reliable anchor, unforgettable to others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the arrow shot straight, nothing deflects it." This depicts inner steadfastness, serenity's source. In hectic modern America, work, family, social media pressures, offering peace is a rare gift. Think Oprah Winfrey. Overcoming hardships, her calm positivity inspires and uplifts, making her iconic. Contrast with tension bringers. Their entry weighs down spaces, leading to avoidance from draining negativity. At Stoic Wisdom, serenity isn't chance. It's cultivated through inner mastery, emotional control, focusing on controllables. Achieving inner peace naturally radiates, touching others subtly yet powerfully. Apply via emotional tools, deep breaths in stress. Remind, I choose peace over impulse. In challenges, focus on responses over circumstances. Next meeting or chat, maintain calm tone, listen judgment-free, watch the shift. Others remember you as positive energy, dependable support. Counterpoint, could serenity seem passive? Inaction prizing. America, you might fear it lacks decisiveness. Stoicism pairs it with strength. Calm yields better decisions, unclouded by emotions. This makes you charismatic and reliable, key in self-growth where emotional mastery drives success. Ask, what energy do you bring? Spreading serenity makes you unforgettable and inspires others' inner peace. As you walk your path, remember, Stoicism isn't dusty book wisdom. It's a guiding light, a compass through life's storms. These 10 Stoic skills, calm, reason, resilience, presence, regulation, discipline, humble strength, value prioritization, reflection, and spreading serenity, don't just improve life. They make you a person the world can't forget. Each is a puzzle piece, forming a portrait of meaningful, valuable living that deeply impacts others. Envision a life facing hardships with tranquility, deciding with clear wisdom, rising from falls. With resilient heart, picture living with integrity, humility, and always sharing peace. It's no distant dream. It's the fruit of daily Stoic practice. Living this way, your presence inspires, your absence leaves an unfillable gap. But achieving, it requires action. Pick one Stoic skill you most need today. Is it calm for pressure or reflection for self-understanding? Whatever, start small but steady. Each day offers a chance to be better, someone not just remembered but cherished. Join us in exploring Stoicism for modern life. Subscribe to Stoic Wisdom. Hit the bell for every gem. Share in comments, which Stoic skill will you hone now? Your answer could spark inspiration for thousands. Together, let's build a community of growth and meaning. Your journey starts today.